Am I the asshole for not deflecting compliments about my pale skin?
My 18F best friend, 18F, and I are currently on holiday in a country where pale skin is considered the beauty standard.
We're both Asian, but she's naturally tan, while I'm naturally very pale.
Back home, she always gets complimented by other girls who say they wish they had tan skin like hers. However, her family has tried to make her insecure about her skin tone, saying she would be even prettier if she was pale. We've gone shopping at the mall multiple times, and there have been several instances where I'm trying on clothes and the store assistant starts complimenting my skin tone, saying stuff, "Your skin is so pale and pretty," and "You're so lucky to have fair skin."
I simply accept these compliments, say thank you, and change the subject.
This morning, my friend seemed kinda annoyed at me, and I asked her why.
She said it was because I would always accept compliments about my skin tone, and it made her feel insecure over having darker skin. She said that when people called me pretty for having light skin, they were insinuating that dark skin like hers is ugly. She accused me of being colorist by not condemning people who compliment my pale skin. I feel bad, but I can't control the compliments other people give me. I apologized for making her feel insecure, but I said she always receives compliments for being tanned and I've never gotten mad with her over it. She said it's not the same thing and called me a fake friend. Am I the asshole? Not the asshole.
You can't control the compliments you receive, and it's okay to accept them gracefully. Your friend's insecurities about her skin tone stem from her family's comments, not your actions. Not the asshole. Your friend is an idiot as she scolds everyone who compliments her dark skin when you are around because it can make you insecure.
Of course not. What a dumb thing to say. Nobody gives a crap about her when compliments you. She is such a crybaby. Not the asshole. Her feelings is valid, but not her behavior. LMAO. She's not wrong about colorism, but she is wrong to put the onus on you to fix a cultural ideal. I don't think saying anything would matter to the complimenters. AITA.
No assholes here. Your friend has some trauma that she's putting on you, which isn't fair, but it's also not your responsibility.
I hope you guys are able to talk it through two hearts. Not the asshole.
This girl sounds like she's just looking for a reason to complain.
She's trying to turn a compliment into something sinister and she needs to calm down.
It's pretty narcissistic that she's twisting a compliment given to you into an issue for herself, and it's not your problem.
Am I the asshole for refusing to eat chicken my mother-in-law cooked? I was visiting my ill and my mother-in-law defrosted chicken in the kitchen sink overnight.
Just straight up in a bowl with a towel over it.
I worked as a food preppy back in the day. It was gross.
The same meat I saw on the counter, not in the fridge.
She made the chicken later that day for dinner and I refused to eat it and refused to have my children eat it. I went to get them fast food.
My wife called me an asshole, says I embarrassed myself at her parents.
My mother-in-law confronted me and asked what my deal was and asked if I could cook better than her. I told her I could cook safer than her and I wasn't gonna risk E. coli on myself and my kids to soothe over her feelings. Not the asshole.
That said, your wife probably has some pretty dicey beliefs about food prep practices because she grew up thinking it's okay to counter defrost raw chicken.
Once tempers settle a little, you're going to have to carefully start working with her on it.
It's going to be hard because she will say, "My mom did it all the time, and we never got sick."
1. I'm sure at various points they did get sick, but attributed it to, "Oh, there's a stomach bug going around." 2.
Just because you win Russian roulette a few times doesn't make you invincible the next time you play.
Not the asshole. I damn near died from a rare strain of food poisoning. Like the health department and the CDC involved food poisoning. Your MIL's feelings don't mean shit when it comes to your health and the health of your children.
If she thinks leaving food out overnight to defrost is okay, I would never eat anything she made again.
I could never trust her. Not the asshole. I don't profess to have great inside knowledge of safe food preparation processes, but this is so blatantly and obviously unsafe that consuming the chicken would be absurd. Did anyone get sick or did they luck out? Not the asshole, and I wouldn't have eaten it either. Maybe for Xmas you can gift her a course on food safety. Not the asshole.
Just because your mother-in-law has cooked that way for decades, doesn't mean she is doing things correctly or safely. One Christmas, many moons ago, a family member thawed a turkey in the kitchen sink overnight. Didn't drain or change the water. Wouldn't allow any of the kids or their spouses to help. She washed the dinner and salad vegetables in the same murky and slightly odoriferous water.
I was told this was her mo as far as everyone could remember. I couldn't do it. No one could pay me enough to eat that year. Forget about visions of sugar plum fairies. I had thoughts of dancing IV bags and throwing up my toenails. My mother-in-law cooks like this. 2 entire cabinets of her kitchen are filled with nothing but anti-diarrhea and stomach meds. Wonder why? Am I the asshole for not making my only sister my maid of honor? I, 26F, just got engaged to my longtime partner, 27M. We got engaged on a holiday in Europe, super romantic. I called my sister, 23F, a couple of hours later to tell her the exciting news. She did not say, "Congratulations," but simply, "I knew you'd get married before me," in the most monotone voice possible. My sister has always undermined any achievement or happy news of mine since we were young, so this reaction didn't surprise me. My fiancé thinks that she is probably upset because our engagement is not about her and she loves attention. This was about 2 months about, and since then my fiancé and I are starting to make wedding plans. I decided to make my best friend, 25F, my maid of honor because, although we have only been friends for 18 months, we have been by each other's sides through some horrible incidences at work as well as personal life. My best friend was also incredibly happy about our engagement news, which was obviously the complete opposite reaction from my sister. I've told my parents that I am making my best friend my maid of honor, and they were not too pleased that I chose someone I've known for a year over someone I've known my whole life, my sister. I have explained that not only has my friend been by my side through some tough situations, my parents are aware of this, is actually happy for me whereas my sister was not. My dad is okay with this, but my stepmom thinks I am very selfish that I have not chosen my own sister to be maid of honor. My sister found out a couple of days later. Stepmom told her even though I asked her not to, I wanted to tell my sister myself, and she is livid. She also thinks I am incredibly selfish and how could I possibly do this to her? She called me horrible and started crying saying she would never do this to me. I find this typical of my sister and manipulating because she always does this, cries and blames, whenever something doesn't go her way. Also important, my sister currently lives on the other side of the country. She has told me she will fly home for the wedding but will obviously not be here for other parts of the wedding including dress shopping and the bachelorette party. Am I the asshole for not making my sister my maid of honor? P.S. I hope this all makes sense. I have ADHD and struggle to tell coherent stories. Not the asshole. Your wedding, your choice. Your sister is acting like an entitled and it sounds like your whole family is very used to that. It's not her day, it's yours. You get to choose who stands up for you. The logistics are just the icing on the cake. Of course she wouldn't be doing most things. Why would you give up those things? Let her cry. Maybe assign a close friend, or close friend among your family, to handle her during the wedding and reception so that she doesn't cause problems. Good luck. Not the asshole. Traditional parents often expect that siblings will take priority in the wedding party, but that tradition is just about dead. Your wedding party should be people who love and respect you and have supported you. Your sister seems to hit none of those categories. The maid of honor also has added responsibilities and can't really be a role someone who doesn't live there and won't be traveling back for anything except the wedding can fill. Not the asshole. Your sister's comment is bizarre considering you're older than her, so it would not be a surprise that you get married before her. Plus, as she's not living nearby or able to make the trip back for anything but the wedding, it wouldn't make sense for her to be the mo. Is she by any chance your half-sister, i.e. stepmom's bio kid? It would make sense as to why both your stepmom and sister are creating needless drama. Either way, you're about to get married and it's your responsibility to protect your new family from these drama queens. Start setting very clear boundaries around behavior and expectations now or it'll only get worse. Not the asshole. Mo for your wedding is your choice, not your sister's and not your family's. This is totally aside from the fact that your sister would at best do a perfunctory job. She has to be about the least deserving Mo candidate and is concerned with herself, not about making your wedding work well. Not the asshole.
This is your wedding. Your friend is a person who you feel comfortable with making your maid of honor, and that has been of great help, while your sister doesn't sound like she has a good relationship with you and just wants attention. Not the asshole. My sister wasn't my maid of honor, nor was I hers. We both asked our best friends and were just bridesmaids in each other's weddings.
It's your wedding. You ask who you want to be in the wedding party. Am I the asshole for not giving a foul ball to a kid? I was at a minor league baseball game last night and a foul ball was hit in my section's direction.
It hit the dirt in front of my seat and the first base coach tossed it directly to me.
This is the first foul ball I ever got after years of games.
There were no other people in my immediate area other than a couple families that were sitting in the opposite side of the section.
I catch the ball from the coach and proceed to take a picture of it in my hand.
I had every intention to give it to one of the kids that were sitting further down my row, 10 seats away. But while I was taking my picture, the parents that had the group of kids started yelling, "Hey, there are kids down here," and started chanting, "There's kids down here," as a means to shame me into giving them the ball. After they started doing that, I immediately changed my mind and kept the ball.
They didn't make any effort to catch the ball and the coach tossed the ball directly to me.
The rest of the game, they were still trying to pressure me into giving up the ball, which, in turn, made me want to keep it more.
I didn't want to reward behavior like that. Am I the asshole for keeping it? The kind of parents who teach their kids that children are more entitled to things than adults raise up awful people.
You've been going to games for years, and I'm sure it was a thrill to get the ball. Good for you for keeping it for yourself.
I'm sorry they tried to manipulate you over it. Not the asshole.
Not the asshole. Just because there are kids there doesn't mean that they automatically get the foul ball.
Not the asshole. I would have given it to a kid too until the chanting. It would be different if you were both going for a foul and got there first. It was given directly to you. Those entitled parents can buy their little meatlings a ball at the gift shop.
Hey, there are kids down here.
Yes, and you never got a ball before.
This one is yours.
Not the asshole. Not the asshole.
Maybe if you and a kid were both trying to catch the ball, let the kids get it, but it was thrown to you.
The parents should ask the coach players for a ball. Not you. And this is where the kids learn to be entitled.
Not the asshole. It's a nice gesture, but not a requirement like others have posted.
If the parents want their kid to have a ball, they sell them.